Late Bloomer Podcast. Yeah. Let me see. Let me change the setting though. The red. Red. Pee in the bed. Wash your face with cornbread. And we is on Memphis time. We on Memphis time tonight. Come in the bed and hitting that like button. 1 second, y'all. 1 second, you guys. Definitely come in the bed and hitting that like button. Yeah, we're gonna go with that truth. We're gonna go with that. We're going with the blue tonight. We going with the blue. Hopefully y'all fucking with the blue. True, hold on. Damn. I'm trying, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, motherfucker. Let's see. This might not. I'm trying some shit. I'm trying with that blue. Oh, hold on. I might need to switch the color again, man. Come in, hitting that like button, though. There we go. There we go. There we go. What's poppin'? Motherfucking biggest bloomer. Late Bloomer Podcast. BigTruDat. Sorry about the technical difficulties. But we here. Elba, what it do? Drinking my mojo. Getting settled into the new spot. It's a lot been going on, man. It's a lot going on. It's still going on. Every day, man, it's gonna be some content, man. We're gonna discuss the isms, man. We're gonna get into the isms. Yeah. Hope everybody had a blessed day. Miss Muffin, what's going on? Shout out to the moderator. Oh, it ain't much, but listen. I got a couple gifts, man. I'm trying to give away. Like real shit. Got a couple of little gifts. I got a pink one. It's a female watch. Just a little small watch and some little shit I ordered online. And I was like, man, I'm gonna fuck off. I'm gonna get back to the bloomers. So small watch. I got some wireless microphones. Got another smart watch. What else? Man, I got a couple gifts though. I got some more shit right here though. You know what I'm saying? That I'm been ordering and kind of stacking up. And like I said, man, I'm trying to, give it away to a couple lucky subscribers, lucky members. Yeah. Feeling a lot better today. Still in some pain, some discomfort, but I'm feeling a lot better today. Not as bad as it was yesterday, though. But we're gonna get into a little bit of this reaction video. Say So P, unfortunate incident happened yesterday, or was the day before yesterday in Memphis. Every day is gonna be something come out. Every day is gonna be some new information. It's gonna be some shit that we learn. I just had a hard time wrapping my mind around that 200,000, man. Day before, Saturday. I had a hard time wrapping my mind around the 200,000. And remember what I was saying, far as you just don't know what a person got going on. Damn, gotta put my fucking ears be aching, man. That wind get in my ears and throw my whole day out. Got the ceiling fan on. But it's hard to say what a person had going on. You know what I'm saying? So I would think that, one of them is a millionaire if you knew all of the extra shit that was really going on, then maybe it would have been, different outcome. I also don't know about the standing over someone because it went from a robbery. I heard attempt, everything I'm saying is for entertainment purpose, allegedly. But it went from a alleged robbery to guys just pulled down and did what they did. So if they pull down, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm in Memphis. I stay in Memphis right now, currently. Not an out-of-town blogger. I'm an in-town blogger, right? So Bill, the Weston, they already know what the car look like, right? But if I jump there, if I'm doing it, the goal is to do it and get away. So niggas ain't having no opportunity. Me personally, I don't think they stood over nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. So I really want to know where that information came from. Where niggas say they stood over him. They noticed that it was Sauce. He got shot in the leg. Noticed that it was Sauce. First of all, y'all already knew it was Sauce. Sauce already in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? They had these several videos all day leading up the day before. He had on the same clothes. So they knew it was Sauce. So I don't believe that one right there, though. But we're going to get into this first video. I think this Poetic Flacco off the No Jumper. I'm going to cite my source and I'm going to get into this.
Now, I usually just treat that as white noise, but a lot of y'all kept saying it, and it became harder to ignore. Like Bestman Johnson 3687 says, Saul's got life insurance on that guy. Listen, man, I don't know, bro. All right, it's DB Channel says, I smell a backdoor sacrifice pimping. Saul says a pimp, all right? The Hoes OFM says he sacrificed Pete, that's why, and this is reaction to Sauce Walker's, I guess, demeanor afterwards. He seemed a little bit too happy. Henry Hop 13 stated, ain't nobody finna spare a witness because of Sauce Walker. Exactly. Now, this is in response to what Rainwater says, which we will get into right now.
Right, Rainwater nigga.
For out of towners to come in town because ain't nobody running around on the bush, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm fucking with it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, ain't nobody running around on the bush, you know what I'm saying?
So peace of mind, peace of mind.
I mean, it's still what it is. Like Texas is looking what the going on with Sauce now.
I think that white boy. Yeah, he from there though. He has the most shit going on.
Oh, he's from there?
Yeah, he's from there. So
now it's making sense. I thought that is this in Texas?
Nah, I heard they stood over Walk and realized it was Walk and said, nah, he good. He knew what he did and ran out.
Oh, they stood over it.
Yeah, they realized it was Walk.
Oh,
sound like a fraud in there.
They know him. Nah, he was popping in on that sprinter like. I'm back here. He was probably shit. I'm here. Ain't nobody gonna do shit. I'm gonna South Falcon.
He never said that.
I know for a fact
he never said
that. Got that particular story from somebody who was on the scene, somebody who may be near the.
A lotto curl. Who said it?
I'm not snitching. Okay, wait. If you're in the family and you hear a story like that, especially if you're the mother of SOP, and you hear something like that, how the killers came and they spared everybody else that was there, but took your son, it's understandable why you may automatically think the worst, but that don't necessarily prove that your son was set up. Now, the mother of SOP was incredibly frustrated and upset at World Star for posting this flyer alleging that SOP got killed over a $200,000 debt that he ran
When they
off.
go saying this,
So
remember I said I ain't believe
Facebook, he
it.
ran off with
Stay in Memphis now.
$200,000
I ain't never heard
after,
nothing, but I'm just saying, just me.
Dice game. And he was in and out the city for a while. He moved to Miami to avoid the consequences.
Man, let me say to y'all. Let me say to you. Isms, man. I'm in Memphis, y'all. Hey, I stay here. First of all, this is me speaking. I don't know anything. But a nigga in Memphis ain't got 200,000 just to lose. For 200,000. For 200,000. My nigga coming to Texas for you. He ain't waiting no 1 year. He ain't waiting 8 months, 9 months. Nigga posted up outside the sauce factory for 200,000. You ain't none of you just a highway away, man. For 200,000, a nigga loading up in the cars, man. For 200,000, they coming to the Lone Star State. Nigga ain't just sitting around waiting on it. Nigga ain't just sitting around waiting on you to show back up for 200,000. Check it out. In Memphis, if you got away with 200,000, I'm gonna tell you what the first thing a Memphis nigga gonna do. Because if you ran with 200,000, that means you weren't strong enough to stay in the city, right? So the first thing a Memphis nigga gonna do if they hit for 200,000, man, they finna get, bro, I just did this. Y'all need to be on point. They gotta go chop 50, 60 of it up just to get on point. Unless you just took 200 and backdoor like something. You know what I'm saying? You found it in a car or some shit. You know, they knew, hey, they sent you to go get it and you just never came back. But taking 200,000, allegedly, exactly. But taking 200,000, and being inside, man, come on. Come on, man. Yes, it's grass. You with them. These boy can't aim. Because if that was the case, nigga had one supposed to get hit at all. You know, I ain't gonna say everybody can't aim. Do I believe it's a difference between business and personal? Yeah, it's always a difference. It's always a difference between business and personal. I ain't sparing the bird, Memphis. I know this personally, man. Hey. I know this. Your ass better not get caught with, oh, they're my cousin. Oh, they're my cousin. Yeah, better not be with your cousin when the pressure on. Or your homeboy that your homeboys don't fuck with her. All right. So me just been in Memphis, being a Memphian, you know, seeing how shit go, kind of knowing how shit go. I don't know this situation personally. I don't have no insight, but I'm just assessing it, man. I just know 200,000. That's enough to get your mama house shot up. That's enough for a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's enough for in this day and age. For a nigga just not to keep quiet about. But then, you know, it could be true. I'm just saying it could be true, but I'm just, man, listen here. Memphis dangerous, bro. Ain't no nigga taking no 200,000 from nobody and just coming back like that. I just don't believe it, man. I just don't believe. I stare, y'all. I don't believe it. Man, that's almost Nick Cannon. Incredible. Like this, I don't believe it. I ain't trying to solve. I ain't trying to solve it. But I'm just telling you what don't sound right to me. That's how it just don't sound right to me. 200,000 is a lot of chimichanga. First of all, niggas ain't got that to lose and just wait a year. Know where you at? Hell no. And it's gonna be on your conscience, knowing you done did some shit like that. So if you know you done did something like that, you gonna be back in the city. It seems to me like, I'm gonna say this. I don't know. I don't know, bro. It seems like to me, bro, just having a good time. Just having a good time. I don't know him at all, man. R.I.P. that man, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, me just looking at how I'm looking at it, it just seems like that 200,000 is just, it's just a lot of money for a Memphis nigga to lose. And you in Texas, Houston to be exact, and a nigga ain't been down there looking for you. TSF, that shit ain't been shot up. It ain't been no pressure about it. So that's just my take on it. Let me get back into a look.
The consequences caught up with him. But the mom of Say So P ain't having that. His mom took to Facebook to respond back to WorldStar, and she stated, "This is the type of lies and ish that keep mothers losing our sons. My son never stole anything, never ran off with anything, didn't have to. Haters set him up, but not because he stole a dime. He would give you his last before he would steal anything. Please stop spreading rumors. Let me repeat that. He didn't have to take ish from anyone. Money wasn't a factor. He was too loyal to the wrong people was his biggest downfall. Haters were envious, killed my baby, but I won't let y'all steal his legacy. People see him with a stack and say anything. That was his norm." The only people who was with her son, Say So P, was Sauce Walker and his brother. So you saying people who were there backdoored your son, people close to him backdoored your son, who would it be? Sauce Walker? So she's alleging that Sauce Walker, right, or the people there, which is Sauce Walker and his brother, that they're somewhat responsible for your son being.
See, that's why. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I noticed too, though. I'm gonna tell y'all what I noticed too, though. I watched the Trap Lord Ross joint, right? He just did on the city in Memphis. A lot of these niggas, what they do too, you gotta be smart. They'll say shit for people to come in and fill in the answers too, though. Like, they just be throwing goofy shit out there, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm noticing that too, though. Like, Trap Lord Ross said so much incorrect shit on his, like with the Memphis joint, that he can't wait till you go in the comment section and just, no, this, you meant this, you meant that. This really what is it? Yeah. That's what, man. These folks be spreading so much fake news. Man, so much fake news. Basically, I'm going to say this. Cause this a goofy man. That's not what she's saying, sir. That's all I'm gonna say. My third eye ain't telling me she's saying it, man. She ain't saying Sauce Walker set him up. If you ask me. The people who he was with. This the thing. Check this out. Why would I have to come to your city and secure you? That shit goofy as hell. Do that make sense? Fuck, I'm gonna come to Memphis for and I gotta secure my artists. Nigga, we in your city. Where my protection is? I'm the millionaire. That ain't really, hey. That don't make sense right there. I gotta come to my artist city and secure him. The fuck? And my baby Joker voice, what the fuck?
I think for the most part, that's a reach. Now, I'm not saying I'm unwilling to listen. I'm willing to listen. All right? If you have more proof or more evidence, bro, bring it to the altar, bro. Because if we find out Sauce Walker's involvement, bro, we put him at the altar and we crucify him. But this doesn't really seem like that was the case. Excuse me if this may sound insensitive. I promise I'm not trying to be
insensitive. I thought he was nigga here green though.
Stop. So her attempting to engage with this narrative is crazy, especially because there's digital footprint that shows that she was very well aware of what her son was into. The same mom who claims that her son would rather give the shirt off his back to somebody than steal from them is the same mom who is tagged in a Facebook post where her son is admitting to catching licks. Right? Let's read this. Now, I don't know what type of mom you are to where your son would tag you in something.
Sitting up thinking about my growth as a man.
I know my mom ain't playing that, but let's read this. So, Say So P tagged his mama, and he says, sitting up thinking about my growth as a man. All the shit I've been through, all the cases, all the times the police kicked my mama Toya Ring door in, trying to hide me all night. I used to ride around with 2 pistols and a chopper with chopper block and his homie looking for my next lick. Yeah, I used to ride around with 2 pistols and a chopper looking for my next lick. Y'all gotta stop talking about y'all sons like y'all sons were deacons and bishops at the church, after they passed away. You were well aware, and your son is letting you know he used to ride. I'm a damn near dog whistling that she is gonna back his bad decisions regardless of what happens. So here is her posting him in a ski mask, and this is her message, okay? She writes, just because he is mine, I'm with whatever Say So P is with. I'm with whatever Shamika Macon is with because she is his twin and therefore part of us. I'm with whatever Cheyenne Oliveira is with because she has his back. I'm with whatever Kendall Mooney, a gang member, because he is my bonus son. I have God exit a Say So P's back, his front, his side, and everything attached to me went. So everything attached to him, I want to see went. Saying you're with whatever he's with when you are well aware that your son is engaging in criminal activities, robbing, stealing from people.
They were saying all of the vlogs that saying Sauce thought he was straight in Memphis. Exactly. I mean, it's apparent, y'all. Look, I'm listen. You ever look into 600 getting a diamond badge chain from the police department? Nah, I ain't check that shit out. I'll look it up. I'm finna get on to that too though. I'm just me looking at this situation, just being real, it just seemed like just he felt like he was good. You know, he felt like he was good. You don't be knowing what these dudes really have going on. I don't know what was the connection, what made him go, you know what I'm saying, go to a say so way, what made him sign him, but he already got peso. He already got peso over there. So maybe it was that. I don't know his ethnic background. He looked like he probably could be have some Hispanic in him, Spanish background. So maybe it was that. Just being real, I haven't listened to his music at all. Why wasn't Say So tapped in with some Memphis hitters? He must wasn't good in the city. Man, listen. Real shit, bro. Off of South Memphis, right? So exit 8, that's Raleigh. I probably heard of him, but just for my recollection though, I really just can't recall hearing a Say So P. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know his situation. You know, I don't really know his situation. But I remember when it first happened, they was asking, I'm like, I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. So I don't really know what he had going on. 200,000, that's a lot of cash. 200,000, that's a lot of cash, and you know, it's like this though. He made it through the night. He made it through the night. It happened. That's the thing, man. It happened, you know, it wasn't on nobody's watch. So what was they doing hanging out? Were they on the way back or were they waiting on the ride? Like, I live in Raleigh, and nigga, I ain't even good, G. So I know what niggas. Exactly, man. So he stay in Raleigh. Exactly, bro. So I don't know what it is. So in saying that, bro, you stay out there in Raleigh, right? How you feel about that 200,000 shit? You feel like they got some truth to it or what? Me personally, I don't think it, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it was. I can't see a Memphis nigga letting 200,000. If you got 200,000, I got some gas money to get to Houston. If I got 200,000 to lose, I'm gonna find some gas money to get to Houston, sir. Shit. So just want to ask that. You say you from Raleigh, you being from out there way. I seen Ceddy Nash looking up Raleigh. He was like, Raleigh? Tennessee got a Raleigh? Is he Raleigh, North Carolina? Should be so crazy, you know. I also seen him, he tried to break that ism out on there too, though. Like, yeah. So, but you know, that's just one of the things. A whole lot of isms in this Memphis shit, though. Remember, man, the clicks missing, the clicks and clicks and clicks, and you never know, man. You never know. Ain't happened. And me living here all these years, I never heard of him till he passing. Man, exactly, man. Hey, man, you heard it here first on the Late Bloomer podcast, man. You know, they be checking this shit out. So we might see this on a bigger blog or tomorrow or somebody say they heard it from their Memphis connection or some shit like that. But man, just getting to the nitty gritty, man. I don't believe this shit. I ain't gonna get too deep off into it, but I don't believe this shit. I just don't believe a Memphis nigga, man, playing about 200,000, man. Then we finna let this shit ride a whole. Hell no, I ain't letting that shit ride a whole year. Hotel head to Wicked to do the interview. Leaving the hotel, head to Wicked to do the interview. Oh, so that's what they was on the way to. They was on the way to Wicked. So, just standing out. So, this what I'm saying, though. I'm going back. I'm tapping back into my Memphis mode. Say so from Memphis. Right? Say so no shit go on Beale Street, downtown. You see what I'm saying? Say so came to Memphis, popping it. Good spirit, stacks of money in his hand. Yeah, the South's gonna be here. I feel like he was just in good spirit. I didn't see him I didn't feel like there was no tough shit. You know, he was just popping it. You got to pop your shit next to South. It's a millionaire. It's my boss. You know? Man, come on, man. Even when I'm looking forward, I'm watching my rear. I cannot let nobody slide up on me and end my career. I second it, bro. You got the Memphis. Memphis is one of them cities, though. And I know it's other cities like that. I don't want to keep harping on the fact like, oh, but you know, when you stay here, you know what's going on. This shit raw. This shit raw. This shit raw. This shit raw. They playing for keeps. You know, so you really gotta just, you know, you gotta mind your business, stay in your own line. You know, like I said, we don't solve cases over here. We only solve the cases. No sir. But just trying to make some little shit make sense. Like, what was he thinking? What was really going on? You know, shit. I ain't trying to get into the mind of the killers. Killers gonna do what the killers do. You know what I'm saying? Just real killers gonna do what the killers do. Like you said, I can see 20. I can see 50. But a nigga letting you slide for 200,000 and you just in Houston, we know where you at, you signed, you on the internet, you doing video, we know you with these guys. Hell nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. Let's see what that Flacco talking about real quick. Then we finna switch to.
Then he passes away, and you are chastising people for bringing up his past transgressions. To me, that's crazy.
I'm gonna just say that, Flacco. His mama,
like, that's not.
His mama on me. If you ever see this, bro, his mama on Memphis time, bro. She ain't talking about no Houston niggas. You know what I'm saying? His mama on Houston time, on Memphis time, man. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying.
I have no words for that, right? And I'm not even gonna go as far as I really want to go, because if I really want to take it,
I'm through with this nigga. I don't even like hearing him talk, really.
I will use other words.
You know what I'm saying? But what y'all think about fucking Luce Cannon, man? Luce Cannon, Big U. You know, I'm hearing about the Olympics. I'm hearing about them cleaning up California. I even heard Whack 100 saying something about the shit, right? But just think about it. This Rico on the 60's been happening along with them. We got Pee Wee Longway, Rondo. You got Luce Cannon just. He been on interviews for so long, just admitting to shit.
I think this might be Luce right here.
Let's see what Luce. He called live from the Fed.
Uber Eats is delivering more deals
Live
so you
from
can
the
watch more
Fed.
basketball. Right now, get buy
Open
one, get
Rico.
one 6-piece chicken McNuggets from McDonald's.
If he ain't
Get
just
food to
calling
watch
to
basketball, and then more food
say,
to watch
hey,
more
how you
basketball.
doing?
Order now.
Then he
I
bullshit.
think this might be Luce right here.
This is no jumper.
Yo, Luce, what's up?
What's up, Flacco?
Nah, this Remo. Flacco not here today. This Remo. What's the word?
Oh, what's up, Remo?
Sixes, man. He looking
Yo,
ugly.
we on No Jumper live right now. You live.
They supposed to have allegedly for entertainment purpose though, but you know, talking on these phones is a motherfucker though. Talking on these phones and jumping on these podcasts, but they have so much shit allegedly on Big U from wiretaps and that's in the paperwork that we just gonna see. And I'm trying to figure this shit out too though. I'm really not understanding it. But I'm gonna say this, y'all. If I was really out here doing a lot of bad shit and committing crimes and still living their life, and I have access to a couple $100,000, I'm going on the run. Not going to voluntarily turn myself in and fight a case when I know I done did shit. I'm not going. I'm gonna say once again. I watched Trap Lord Ross, man. Brick Baby done been locked up buku times, and I got right out. All type of slew of charges, man. It's kind of rough.
That you calling in?
No jumper.
Yeah, just give us an update of what's going on and how you doing right now.
Luce Cannon.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, but I ain't in the chat, y'all listening. I need Sweetie.
I saw an interview. I was gonna record the shit. Luce Cannon said they was there. They was there. Him and Big U was there at the restaurant. Why you talking about this shit? This just a nigga that just wanna, go viral. Man, listen, man, I know some shit. I don't want to talk about everything I know. Shit, Bob.
Yeah, they going crazy in the chat right now, man. I see what's going on.
Yeah, so look, at the end of the day, it's like, I'm doing good. Everything is perfect. Taking one day at a time. You get what I'm saying? So I'm doing the best I can under these conditions. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Making sure that it's free everybody that's on the case. Everybody is taking this and trying to make the best out of it. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to put my head down or anything like that. I'm going to stay strong. I got a strong team. I got you, especially Bremo, Adam, Academic, everybody, Wax, 600, everybody that's supported.
Yeah. So you and 600, y'all back cool? Y'all talk? Because it seemed like y'all wasn't.
No. At the end of the day, it's like I carry on when I get out in person. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel that.
Yep. Shout out Flacco too, Creeper, everybody that's been supported. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you got people listening, so any messages you want to get out there right now?
Yeah. We're going to stay crushing all the sugar plums and the sweethearts regardless.
Hey, Rebo, tell them A-Rod's back looking for him, man. We got to get out of here. We get this money. And crypto people looking for him.
Folks said, he said you got to get out, man. He said A-Rod's looking for you. He said he got the crypto people on your line.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Who's that?
CEO Big Folks. Big Man Kevin, man.
Shout out big folks. Yeah, we're gonna get out of
You get them real bags.
All right, let me ask you some questions. If you can't answer,
Legal
I get
bags.
it. Did you see Brick or Big U since y'all been locked up? Y'all in the same, like, what's the circumstances as far as like being locked up? Y'all ran into each other?
They back in California?
No, not yet, but eventually, it might happen.
All right.
What we don't have to talk about is Remo, and if the people is watching. How did y'all know that Brick Baby had a steel foul and nobody said anything?
So all right, recently I think the sealed foul the
Brick
court
Baby sealed
document
foul
actually just leaked online, and everyone's been breaking it down in recent. But yeah, everyone has been looking at Brick Baby's sealed indictment that he already had or what he was dealing with prior to
Question.
what we just found.
What y'all think Brick Baby sealed indictment is? I think Brick Baby now ain't gonna come up in that dirt shit though, man. Cause just like certain niggas, when they did certain crimes, man, they got their money, they went straight to the internet. Brick Baby leaked it. Brick Baby, like you said, loose lips. Brick Baby done got on this internet though and just he the one broke when he said they can't say that no more. He was saying they can't say get back for Von no more. He the first one said that. It's like he did a lot of shit. Then once they was talking about the dudes got arrested for the Quando shit, they showed just how he was looking. It's like, man, this shit the devil, man. I ain't gonna lie. This shit the devil, boy. If you still out here bullshit, man, I'm talking about for real bullshit. This ain't for you. This ain't the place for a nigga that's really active. Especially if you finna be getting on this motherfucker talking. You done showed your connection to Dirk so many times and woo and this and that it's crazy though, man.
No. You had any thoughts on that? You already knew about this situation?
I knew about the situation, but the thing is, I thought, when people send me the paperwork and stuff, and then when I ask the man, hopefully he tells me the truth. But when I hear something different from coming out of the man's mouth and he's still working at no jumper, I feel like, I don't know. There's like y'all kept it secret. You get what I'm saying?
You can't say y'all because you can't really say y'all because like at the end of the day, like anybody could get locked up. We might not know what's going on or what they got going on. So it's a situation where like I don't think everyone knew Brick Baby had a sealed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rack was talking about it.
Yeah, like and as far as so there's been a lot of speculation going on and stuff where people have been saying that that you tricked yourself going on these podcasts, and how do you feel about everybody running with that narrative saying that motherfuckers got to just watch what they say on podcasts and shit like that?
I mean, listen, the stuff that was said on the podcast don't have nothing to do with a charge. I have a complaint. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's a complaint, it's just hearsay. So when it comes down to the whole situation is who got caught up? Where in the paperwork it says Luce Cannon gets caught up by this and this and this and this, right? They have to use a complaint or whatever like that to pull me in. See, and everybody that used sex trafficking, right? When it came down to the girl money,
trying to get some money.
It's all type of charges.
All that
man.
stuff is sex trafficking. That's something to do. When it came down to a murder that's on the case or whatever like that, don't have nothing to do with Luce Cannon. When they have something to do with gambling and the allegations and stuff, don't have nothing to do with Luce Cannon. You know what I'm saying? Even the case where the complaint where me and Big Useless, right?
Yeah.
You have to understand it has nothing to do with nothing on the podcast.
Yeah. So you're saying a lot of stuff you were saying, you ain't really got nothing to do. But on the paperwork, they are quoting shit that was said on No Jumper podcast, though.
Yeah, of course, because people would take a part of a line or a story or something.
That's
like
crazy,
that,
though. When they take your shit and put it in some stuff, though, you know, that's crazy, though. It's crazy. But that's why at the same time, you know, you gotta watch what you say on these motherfuckers, though. As the host, as the creator, man, you really can't just get too deep off into a person's personal life. What they really out here doing every day, speaking on active situations, and you know what I'm saying? Because really, if you don't have no personal relationship with a person, then you're gonna be looking at this shit like it's really just for business and ratings and shit. And you're gonna say the damage and shit. You're gonna say the incriminating stuff. You're gonna say the shit that gonna have a motherfucker mad at you and feeling like you on police shit and doing police activities because you gonna really, you know what I'm saying, doing a whole bunch of shoe showing, you know, shit that you ain't gotta do.
Factual, it don't have nothing to do with the same story. But if it's the same, it's like a coincidence. Somebody said this, and then somebody said this, and then I said this, and
I don't really want to hear Luce. It was that Big U shit. Big Baby in trouble. Luce Cannon looking at life.
Like, share, and subscribe. Ran through the whole case. White 100 did a whole 12-hour run on page by page.
This is 600.
They got Luce Cannon on the Hobbs Act. He looking at life. And in the paperwork, Luce Cannon collaborated a story that someone already made statements on. So if he didn't take his little stupid, whatever you want to say, ASS on No Jumper, trying to prove that he's tough, this probably would have never happened. He just collaborated a whole story that someone made statements on. If he didn't go up there and do that, it probably would have been this word against this word. But
are these niggas really the police, though?
For robbery.
Luce Cannon come in was not notes not to speak on his case over the phone. Period. His dumb ass. Are these niggas really like?
He's like FUC.
Man, what's going on, man?
He has a whole other still indictment out of Jersey. It's very bad for him. When you look it up, it tell you the reason why they would steal it. You know, you could just look up a still indictment, why they would steal it, and you could look up the case number, and it tells you where it's at and all that, bro. He's in trouble. Not to mention that they're talking about ties to the dirt, murder for hire. Like he's in trouble.
This nigga here
will probably go down in history as one of America's dumbest criminals.
He's in trouble.
Never said daylight. So in the RICO, the Big U RICO, it's not a 6-0 RICO, it's happened to have 60s in it.
Okay.
Extortion alone, you know, it's like 20 years with the RICO of multiple people, right? You know, money fraud, money laundering, robberies, and all these that they're saying are funded by this criminal organization, you know what I mean? And then he got all this stuff in his real name. I said, that body, that hot one, that's just extra. You know, you add in interstate sex trafficking, it's like 20 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Each one. You know, they got 50 cooperating witnesses testifying against him, made statements against him. There's no way out of that. But like, it just goes back to what I'm telling y'all. You cannot hang out, do business, kick it, talk to busters. They're gonna flip on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing something, do it by yourself. You don't need to tell everybody what you're doing. But Big U, he's in a bad situation because he only messes with busters. If you know he can like bully you and have you be a yes man and tell you what to do, he'll rock with you. But the downside of that is if it goes bad, like now, all those people who know your business, they all told on you. You don't get a RICO by doing you and him doing him. It's together. So all of them are cooperating. On top of that, half of them are out of jail. Go talk to anyone who's been in the federal system. You might get bail for some type of money thing or some type of non-violent if you don't have any felonies. You don't get out of jail the next day being picked up.
A lot of detectives, Scotty going on. Cam Jackson.
All those guys are cooperating.
Yeah.
They're all cooperating.
I know what you did. 600 goes off. It's just. Whacking 100 exposed.
It's Ray Gift TV.
In the block.
Let's get right to it.
Whichever studio that old boy recorded that diss song at.
Oh yeah, the diss
Y'all
song.
getting it all wrong, bro.
Really?
Read it. Remember, he said
The diss song.
he went to the studio he was supposed to be at, which was a Grammy-nominated dude's studio. But he wasn't there. He left and went to another studio. I think y'all missed it. Y'all missed that?
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. What I'm learning from all this shit, though, like real shit, though. Man, it ain't worth it out here breaking the law. It ain't worth it out here breaking the law. I'm trying to see the diss song. They had the little diss song up. But it ain't worth it breaking the law, man. It ain't worth it breaking the law.
The rapper SKG did two interviews.
Keep landing on this nigga here.
As a private
It
number.
ain't worth it breaking the law though, man.
Yeah. So make sure that you keep putting your foot on everybody's neck. Your foot to the pedal.
Click like. Luce.
I don't know how this shit go in, you know. Anytime you get locked up with a whole lot of niggas, man, especially in this day and age, man, it's very rare that, you know, people just remain solid, quiet, you know. You would think that, you know, niggas will think about the outcome. Think about the good, the bad, and the ugly. I don't know where that video is. What you talking about? Where that video is? There must be some new shit on the internet. Nah, I did not. I did not. Nah, I did not. We ain't even talking about it. Where you from?
Rap News Street Politics, the best hood channel on YouTube. And y'all know that we have.
A lot of folks saying they think Big U, Dallas. Dallas. So you from what part of Dallas you from? What you think about what's going on, Yahweh, Lancaster. How far is that from Oak Cliff, North Dallas? North Dallas. What's up? You a Mo fan? I'm in South Dallas. Ah, okay. You a Mo fan or you a Yellow Beezy fan? Which one? Don't get along with the Cliff. Don't get along. Why you don't get along with the Cliff? Why y'all don't get along with the Cliff, bro? It's just history. I should have brought that motherfucker. Y'all can call in too, though. Let me go get that jump real quick. Y'all welcome to call in, man. Call in and holler in the player. I got a couple more minutes on here, you know what I'm saying? Let me go get that device. Hit that like button, folks. Mo, he was one before y'all. Mo was the biggest coming out of Dallas, bigger than Go Yayo and Yellow, combined. But so let me ask you this though, and keep it funky with me now. I said I feel like Mo 3 was a little bit of a bully, Everybody saying everybody was scared of him or this and that, and it's just a little bit. I could believe it. So, in the streets of, in the city of Dallas, how was Yellow Beezy received out there? How was Yellow and Trap Boy Freddy received out there in the city of Dallas? Okay, so let me see what City Nash talking about. Let's see if he watched the Late Bloomer podcast or not.
Because I said in my live stream on Instagram something that was actually wrong. He been signed since 2019, and here's the proof from his mother. She said, 6 years ago, you called me from the Beverly Hilton Hotel on this day. Ma, I'm staying in the same room.
Both of them aren't from hoods. They just knew people from the hoods trying to fit in. Trap grew up, but Yella, I'm not too sure. I heard he was from Cedar Hill.
Suburb of Memphis, basically. But the reason why I put this up is because I needed people to
everybody watch you for the Memphis news. So
been signed.
Appreciate that, homie.
Let's get on with the show.
Real shit.
This the part y'all wanted right here. It say this: stop lying on my cousin's name straight up. Y'all just running your mouths without the truth. They set my cousin up for an insurance policy. I don't care. F Sauce Walker. When he talks about the shooter reportedly stood over Sauce Walker and let him live, but said Say So P wasn't as lucky. Sources say the gunman was hunting for Say So P for running off with $200K. Sauce Walker, who was shot in the leg, spoke out for the first time since he was hit, said, I've been dodging bullets since I was 15.
Yeah. What my mans say, crazy, scary, spooky. I don't know, man. But the news did say he was targeted, hit 7 times, and Sauce got hit 1 time, right?
I believe.
Fox 13 has learned more about the man shot and killed in front of a downtown Memphis hotel. Several sources confirm the man killed was a 27-year-old Memphis rapper from Raleigh who recently just got a deal with the record label. Friends say he went by the stage name Say So P. And Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre explains what else he has learned about the shooting investigation.
The shooting death of a man in front of the Westin Hotel is still shooting shockwaves through the busy entertainment district. Fox 13 did some digging and learned who the man is that sadly lost his life in the middle of the afternoon Saturday. Is 27-year-old Latorian Hunt. According to sources, Hunt is originally from Raleigh and was known to be an up-and-coming rap artist who had recently signed to a record label with the man who survived the shooting. Well-known Houston rapper.
It's all senseless though, right?
Also known as Sauce.
It's all senseless, right? But at the same time, it's expected too. You do this, you do that. I mean, don't something supposed to happen? It just Mo was a lot of people's favorite rapper. They resonated with him more, you know. Yeah, I remember that. We talked about it. I remember that.
Memphis police released information on the shooting investigation.
I heard it in a song.
They called the shooting a targeted incident and not a random act of violence. To people who knew Hunt, he didn't live in Memphis and only came to visit his hometown and make quick appearances. According to investigators, the gunman shot Hunt several times while only shooting Moan Dane once in the leg. Investigators have not released information on the shooters, but confirmed they have identified the car they used to get away in. In downtown Memphis, Jeremy Pierre, Fox 13 News.
Come on, man. Ain't nobody from Memphis tapping in with no cat in Dallas like Rainwater. That don't even make sense. It would make sense if it was somebody like Zillionaire Zoe or something like that, you feel me? But he ain't finna come on there and say nothing like that. So if Yo Gotti were to say something like that, yeah, that makes sense. But not no Rainwater. Come on. So anyways, the mom basically said, F all that. I'm about to speak on it. She said, this is the type of lies and stuff that keep mothers losing our sons. My son never stole anything. Never ran off with anything. Didn't have to. Haters set him up, but not because he stole a dime. He would give you his last before he would steal anything. Please stop spreading rumors. Let me repeat that. He didn't have to take stuff from anyone. Money wasn't a factor for Exit 8.
It's wild for what I heard.
He was too loyal.
They say all that shit really started because of Go Yo-Yo.
Haters who were envious killed my baby. But I won't let y'all steal his legacy. People
That's what the internet's saying. Allegedly for entertainment purposes.
Hey, yo, you. Can you subscribe and turn on that bell too? Because when you do,
I just want
you're helping unbiased.
See what City Nash take on. This was 36 minutes ago.
Now, once again, man, I do want y'all to understand. that Seti Nash does not believe in the whole entire, oh, bruh, they got sacrificed and all of this crap and everything like that. Though if you can't start saying people are getting sacrificed for insurance money, that's completely different opposed to whatever sacrifice the charges say, because it's such a broad statement. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, man, I love a good woman. All right, but what makes a good woman? I just love a good woman. So if y'all were to say something like that right there, all right, cool. But when y'all start bringing in the dramatic stuff and everything like that, I just don't understand that
too,
part.
right?
So let me help y'all out.
But let me say this.
So
I ain't gonna get into
it, right? I want to make sure that this is how it goes, right? For the life insurance for rappers, right?
Smoking world star.
The life of a rapper signed to a record label can involve various aspects, including potential fame and financial success, but also significant challenges like contractual obligations, creative control, and pressure to maintain relevance. Here are more detailed look at the record label life of a rapper. So you have this, the upsides. Now let me help y'all out real quick, because something doesn't even smell right. You feel me? So one of the things that you had to do when you're getting life insurance, right, is you have to sign. Like when you get life insurance on people, the person that you're getting life insurance on has to actually sign the paper, right? So then you go through and you look at beneficiaries and all this stuff. If you don't know what a beneficiary is, I'll help you out. A beneficiary is the person that receives the money once you pass, right? So this is what they have as far as what I can find. And some of y'all gonna be like, oh, that's interesting. Some of y'all, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Now, some of you guys are kind of, I don't know how to say this the left way, kind of looking back at the old interview from the rapper from French Montana. And this is what he says. And this is where the idea started to streamline, right? It says, record labels are doing more than just signing artists these days. French Montana revealed during an interview with DJ Academics off the Record podcast that labels started taking on life insurance policies on their signees because of the rise in deaths. We was beefing for real. People was like dying, this and that. It was blocking a lot of money. We don't solve cases over here. Said Montana, who releases independent album Montega. We don't solve cases over here. Somebody got shot. Your rap friends stop picking up. The label stop picking up. It gets crazy. Hip hop has seen a number of high profile. We don't even get into them that deep like that. Nipsey, Draco, Young Dolph, King Von, and Trouble. As a result of the mounting death toll, the labels have resorted, to their own life insurance policies. It's even crazier because they get.
You say it's weird that they looking at this case more than they looking at the Juke case. I think it just was the, location. I think it's just location. Yeah, but yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true though. All the two things can be true, but I just think it just, it's just so much going on in this city though, man, So the fact that you got Sauce a big name. Tied into what just happened. It's just a lot going on. Yeah. It's just a lot going on. It's just a lot going on in this city, though, man. And then again, you know, shit. His brother millionaire. His brother a millionaire. You know, his brother being there, he probably paying in to keep shit updates off the news. You never know. You know, so shit, it is what it is with them. Mm-hmm. Where you say you from again? You need to call in. Let me hear your voice. Call in. Yeah, where you from, man? Sound like you. Oh, man. God damn. Where you from, homie? Where you get your what newspaper you read, man? What newspaper you read? No, damn it. Nah, let me go back up. Let me go back up. Okay, let me see something. Okay. I'm trying to connect you to another statement made earlier though, but it's all good. I don't know, bro. One thing for sure, what the trend is though, they niggas running to the internet. A lot of shit though, you know, niggas can get mad because you can't speak on shit in a certain manner now. And niggas can find a reason to be mad at you now. You know, that always can go on. But a lot of shit that go on, bro, if a nigga was really being real with themselves, I know people, they would. But a lot of shit nigga bring it on themselves though. And when you really read the emotional discoveries and you see what they got, especially when you've been active on social media and whatever other device that you own, when you kicking your shit and you getting it out there, if you really being real with yourself, man, you gotta look at a lot of the choices that you made. A lot of the shit that you typed, a lot of the niggas you had around, you know what I'm saying, and whatever. You know, it's always a choice though, bro. Everybody ain't, some niggas ain't meant to go. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas ain't meant to go. Everybody ain't who they is once once time come into play, you know, it's cool when the shit being committed, but once the time come into play, man, niggas change. You know what I'm saying? Niggas change. I done had niggas tell on me before. You know, for whatever reason, you know. So I said he wasn't scared after getting shot. He needs to leave. He definitely need to leave. But maybe, you know what I'm saying, they got him here. It's under investigation. You know what I'm saying right now. It's under investigation. So probably the authorities probably want him in the city. That's probably what it is. And then I was thinking to myself, I didn't know if he was trying to, connect with the parent, the mama, some shit like that. I didn't know. So maybe he was staying here to do that, to try to link up with the mama. Y'all felt like there was ton of bad timing. You feel like there was ton. So let me ask you this. This how we debunk. This how we debunk isms, man. The isms. This how we debunk isms. You know what I'm saying? So we got shot in the thigh. That's the leg, right? He got shot in the thigh. Okay. They stood over him, but they noticed who he was. All right. The other one didn't get shot. For sure. He didn't get shot. Sosa man, he didn't get shot. They stood over him, so allegedly, but they said they pulled up in the car. Yeah, I don't think they stood over nobody. I feel like they just pulled up, you know what I'm saying, and let off. So, and my man, Sauce ran. He said he dodged plenty bullets. So let's go back to, you know what I'm saying, was he tunting or just being truthful? Shit, he done dodged plenty bullets. So if he ran, they'll debunk the myth of they stood over him and let him go. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you Sauce. If that's the case, they most definitely want to talk to him. You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you though. I'm gonna be real with you now. I ain't gonna no. I ain't no bad. Yo, man. Like I said, Yeah. Man, you know this shit. They gonna have their issues, man. That shit they're gonna be what it gonna be, bro. And so, you know, Nick. I don't know, man. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing what you're saying, but you know, like I said, you the one just said. Let me. You the one just said. Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm read. But let me just say this. Me getting into that, or me getting into the Memphis streets. I ain't gonna do that, G. You see what I'm saying? I see you reaching and shit, though. You know what I'm saying? I see you reaching. And you creating, you know what I'm saying? You create what you created. But you know. Like I said, I'm gonna let one of the out of town bloggers. He definitely could have died. Anytime niggas pull up shooting at you, he definitely could have died. But I'm gonna let one of the out of town bloggers, you know, and go immerse themselves into, you know what I'm saying, the street politics. You know what I'm saying? Cause it sound like you know what I'm saying? Cause the shit you fishing it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You really talking about too motherfucking much. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, I mean, man, you know this shit works in Texas. You know it is. I've been trying to tell you fishing. You really talk about too motherfucking much. You hear me? That's why I been asking, where you from? What you doing? Where you get your news from, Pete? That's why I know you ain't from Memphis, because you still you still hell no. I'm talking about you gassing. Man, hell no. I'm talking about some, man, y'all come here to get your Memphis news. Hell no, not that way, Jack. Man, you gonna send me out on one. Salute. And shout out to Brazil. If you're really from Brazil, come in, hitting that like button. Make sure you subscribe. We do have merch. Ism have. He just came here and tried to run an ism. You see what I'm saying? Man, he tried to. Do you feel like Memphis picks size too much? Okay, y'all. Okay, ask me some Memphis questions. There you ask me some Memphis questions. Do I feel like Memphis picks size too much? I feel like this. If you still in the streets, it's so much going on that you need to pick a side. Cause when you don't pick a side, that's how the backdoor shit allow. That's the problem. It's so much backdoor shit going on. You know what I'm saying? That's how the backdoor shit come in Memphis. Cause it's so much. It's just so much going on. It's so much mixing and mingling, and you know, for me, how I look at it. What's the safest place to live in Memphis? I would say in Memphis, like Memphis. Man, that's a tough question. Cause it's shit go on everywhere in Memphis. But I would say Texas got strict laws. Yeah. I feel what you're saying from a judicial standpoint. You know, yeah. Shit, that law was strict when they got my ass. Bam, me. But now the law had just switched though. But man, I consider Collierville, Memphis. You know, so I would say Collierville, Germantown, like out that way. Yeah, out that way. For the most part, you know what I'm saying? Like out that way, you might have some break-ins, some robberies. Memphis got strict laws as well, folks. Hell nah. They getting stricter. You know, they trying to get stricter on the gun crime. Like that's what got me. But you might have some robberies and shit out that way. Like, but for the most part, when I say you say safe, I think of, to me, it just cause I've been living around this shit though. Like crime to me is different from murders and shit though, right? Murders. So I could live around some car break-ins and you know what I'm saying? You know, some little crimes. But when we talking about murders, people being unalive, a lot of unalive and don't go on out there in Collierville and Germantown, you know. Yeah. Bartlett, you know, it's shit go on out there, but people ain't just getting killed out there all day, every day. Shootings ain't happening out there all day, every day. Like hell nah. You can still have a peace of mind and shit though, like living out there. You know, even though we done got a little tricky still though, you got to watch out for the motherfuckers, you know, stretching shit now. Come on, man. Dr. King. There been so many niggas, so many great men who done lost their life in the city of Memphis, bro. Like, it ain't sweet for sure, for sure. There's one thing I can say about the city, it ain't sweet. And the bullshit ain't nothing to glorify though. You know, when the crime up like that, only thing it do is make it hard to live. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, it make it hard to live. And so Memphis definitely one of them cities though, like for real that man, you just gotta have this truck moving side to side. Man, you can't have no stiff neck in Memphis. Man, your shit gotta be on the swivel. You just gotta know where to go, know how to move though. And you gotta stay away from, at the end of the day, you gotta stay away from where all the bullshit be at. Yeah, it's a lot of bullshit all over the city. But if you from Memphis, you know where it's really. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta stay away from it. Stay away from it. You can't be hanging around the niggas that got this and that going on, you know? Nah, I ain't see that. I ain't see that. Big Boogie probably one of the rappers in the city. He probably done had some words with some niggas and shit, but I don't hear about Boogie just really, you know what I'm saying, having no smoke. He pretty much in his own line. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much in his own line, so. Nah, it's different in LA because see, we got all gangs. We got the Vice Lords, the GDs, we got the Crips, the Bloods, and we got the Cliques. No, Memphis, Jack. That's what they gotta think about. We one of them cities that, like, you got some cities that just got this and that. We got everything in Memphis. Like, for real, it's a little bit of everything in this bitch. So, that's what mixed in with the cliques. So you got this, and that. Then you got the cliques. You got the spin-offs. You got, man, all the whatever, this and that too. And a nigga might be this and that, man. Hell nah. Mm-mm. What he got going in Nutbush? Some peace. He trying to bring the city together over there. I know a peace town, for sure. I know a peace town. Yep. I ain't finna say it's just no mass of them out here, but I'm pretty sure it's more than what I just know. And this was early 2000s when I knew this nigga from out there in East Memphis. Like, I done had some people on my podcast that spoke about him. Nigga named Sport. Yeah. Mexican guy. Nah, I'm talking about the Mexican guy. Plus Migo got that shit going. Ah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? It's all type of shit in Memphis, bro. Like, for real. This shit different. Bro. So I ain't even know about that. I ain't fucking off in Nutbush. See what I'm saying? He said Migo and them got that shit going in Nutbush. They trying to get them some structure in the city now. You see what I'm saying? Man, look at here, bro. Memphis fucked up though, man. When it comes to street politics though, bro, like for real, you really just got to. You can still have a good time. How you feel about I ain't do a song who we want to do a song with. That's what I'm saying. I don't be into all of the shit that go on in the city, bro. You know, just being real. Cause this shit be, you know what I'm saying? That shit be, you know what I'm saying? I don't just really be. BGL, Black Gorilla Family. Nah. Man, do a song what we want to do a song with though, shit. Y'all got any more Memphis questions? I forgot that's what we were doing. We were doing Memphis questions. Everybody at the point though, like real shit, where when you grown, this how I feel. When you grown, man, you just handling your business. You know what I'm saying? When you handling your business. So, you know, I know that's how I look at it, man. Do they have a Whataburger in Memphis? That joint, is it in Memphis? Or is it in like Collierville, South Haven, or some shit like that? I think that shit might be on the outskirts of the city. It's one close by though. It's one close by. What is it that people go to get food? Is that people go to get food? Hell nah. Whataburger really just new. That's new here. I really was fucking with Whataburger, I think, when I was out west, Texas, really. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. That's when I was fucking with Whataburger, when I was out west and in Texas. But we just started getting Whataburgers, you know. We need to get a Wiener Schnitzel. I fuck with them, man. But I bet it ain't gonna taste the same, though. That's the reason I ain't tried Whataburger, because I don't feel like it's gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? As it is out there. I'm pretty sure I was in Seattle with that Whataburger, though. Might have been Texas, too, though. Is that go to get food? People in Memphis big on, people do eat barbecue, but man, shit, wings, hot wings. They fucking with the seafood a lot too, though. I ain't gonna lie, they fucking with the seafood. seafood bags and all that old shit. They doing it now. It's a lot of different foods here though. I ain't gonna lie, Memphis got one thing about Memphis. Memphis got good food. You can find you something good to eat in Memphis. But it's about the location too now. All of the good spots for the most part, unless you go into a fine eatery, you can go to Germantown, Poplar, Collierville. It's cool. It's some spots and shit around here. But all the good spots is really like South Memphis, North Memphis, East Memphis, Orange Mound, like all around the city, the city, Whitehaven and shit like that. Like you can find you some food, some good, all day, every day. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Food good in Memphis, man. I ain't gonna lie. There's one thing about this Memphis food. This shit good. This shit good. It's better than Texas food. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to find good food when you go to other cities, man. Better than Texas food straight. But Memphis food, fire. Texas food straight, but Memphis food, fire. Louisiana food, fire. I judge this shit when it comes to that soul food, man. What your soul food doing? Then when I was in Texas, I couldn't really find no good chicken. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't find no good hot wings. Like, for real, that shit means something to me. When I go to your city, I need to find some good chicken. I gotta have some good soul food. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need the good mashed potatoes and gravy, the good mac and cheese, the baked, yeah, with the crust. I need that. Man, Texas soul food, we outnumbered here, man. Ain't too many blacks. That's what I'm saying. That shit was scarce, bro. Scarce. I couldn't find no good food out there in Texas, bro. Number shit they gonna have you with the runs, plenty tacos and burritos and all this shit out there now. They got that, Jack. Which ain't nothing wrong with it. Good food, but I'm talking about some good soul food. I could not find it in Texas, so that's what we're with that. But check it out though, y'all. I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all fucking with me tonight though, man. Probably jump back on tomorrow. I'm feeling a little better from the bike crash. My bike fucked up. It actually just cut off on me. I was riding it, and it was just cut off. So I gotta put it in the shop. But I'm out of here though, man. Don't fall for the isms though. It's a whole lot of isms going on right now, man. It's a whole lot of so don't fall for them. Don't go for the bullshit. We out of here though, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, man.